Hey everyone, I'm Grace, and today I am going to be doing my September book haul. So let's get into it. The first two books I have to show you are pretty dang obvious because they are my most anticipated reads of 2014, and that is Heir of Fire by Sarah J. Maas and The Infinite Sea by Rick Yancey, which I'm currently reading. I'm almost halfway done with it. I'm freaking out a little bit, maybe a lot of it. It's tiny. I really like this cover. It's like 3D a little bit. I'm not going to get too much into those books because they are not the first in a series, and if you haven't read the first in the series, what the heck are you doing? You need to read them. Okay, the next books I have to show you are Under the Never Sky by Veronica Rossi and Through the Never Night, again by Veronica Rossi. I have already read Under the Never Sky, and this is a duo perspective book. The first narrator is Aria, and she's from the virtual world. Everything she does is not physical. She has like an eyepiece that if she were to want to go to like an island, she'd just click on the island realm and it would take her there virtually. Whereas Peregrine, everything he does is physical. He hunts for his food, he makes his clothes, yada yada yada. So something happens to where they're thrown together and they have to carry out a mission thing. It's so much more than I expected it would be. Yeah, I don't want to go too into it because I'll talk more about it in my September wrap-up. Next book is Grave Mercy by Robin LaFurs, and I have already read it as well. And this is a historical fiction book set in the 1400s. It follows a girl named Ismay, and in the beginning of this book, she's in a really bad place, and she's taken out of it, and she's put in a convent full of nun assassins. And she is trained to be an assassin to carry out their god's work. And the god they worship is the god of death. And that's freaking awesome. So anyway, they put her on assignment in court, and the story takes off from there, and it's very good. It's super political. If you like fantasy, political, historical fiction, this is the book for you. The next book I got is A Breath of Frost by Alexandra Harvey. I don't know much about this book, although it is a historical fiction fantasy book, which is like my favorite. Yeah, and the cover is gorgeous. You gotta buy it if it's a pretty cover. The last two books I have to show you are books that I bought specifically to read in the month of October to get me in the spooky Halloweeny spirit. The first book I bought is Evil Librarian by Michelle Knudsen? I'm not sure. From what I've gathered, the librarian is the devil, and I heard this is a dark humor book. I don't think it's terrifying or anything, I just think it's dark humory. The next book I bought is The Murder Complex by Lindsay Cummings. I heard this book is very bloody and dark and gory, and that is perfect for Halloween. I know that the death rate is higher than the birth rate, and when I read that, I was like, oh, I'm buying it. That's so intriguing. And the next book I have to show you is the book I'm most excited to read in the month of October, and that is The Diviners by Libba Bray. From what people have said about this book, I've heard it's very terrifying and perfect for Halloween. From what I know is it is set in the 1920s. I haven't read many books in that era other than The Great Gatsby, so I'm kind of treading into new territory, and I'm excited for this. I heard the villain is freaking creepy, and he sounds, from what people have said, I'm like, ugh, scary. I'm so excited. The last time I got really terrified due to a villain in a book was Count Olaf, but I was really young when I read those books. So I'm excited to be terrified, hopefully, in this book. So that is my September book haul. If you guys have read any of these books, please comment below your opinions and such. And comment below if you guys have any like October recommendation books that are creepy, because I want to read as many creepy books as I can in the month of October. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!